It's getting weird.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video, if you couldn't tell from the title and the thumbnail, is about Colleen Ballinger and what all has transpired in regards to what Colleen has done in the past that is now coming to the light for some reason, which I will get into. But yeah, it's getting very weird out here in terms of finding out who Colleen Ballinger really is. Now, I was never a Miranda Sings stan. I was never into Colleen, so I never felt any type of ways towards her to begin with. But for those of you who did, I have a special message for you coming up later in the video, so please stay tuned for that. But before I do get into this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I am going to cover anything that comes up, and this has been kind of a big thing on Twitter and just social media in general, just different stuff that's now coming out about Colleen. And so yeah, I post videos about that, so if you like stuff like that, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so let's just go into a little bit of background about who Colleen Ballinger is. Colleen Ballinger is a YouTuber. She is a 33-year-old YouTuber who has been on the platform for, she's been on the platform for a while. Honestly, it's probably been a decade by now. She's been on the platform for a long time, and she is the originator, the creator, the persona. She made the persona of Miranda Sings. So if you don't know who Miranda Sings is, she was a really, really big character on YouTube. Where she would do really bad red lipstick on her lips and have kind of disheveled hair, I think, maybe. I'm forgetting, but she was basically a character where she would sing, but she would sing really badly. And that was the whole joke about her channel, was that she was kind of delusional and thinking that she was really good at singing. I was never into Miranda Sings. That's just not my type of comedy. But my little sister was at one point, and Miranda Sings was just kind of whatever. She was a really big thing on YouTube, but over the course of the past few years, she's kind of died down just because people move on. A lot of people move on, and when you keep doing the same type of content, it gets redundant, it gets repetitive. We get it. You're Miranda Sings, you're gonna do the same thing over and over again. We get it. So recently, Colleen got into some hot water with a fan who exposed her. Now, I actually went into more detail about this particular situation in my drama roundup video. It's actually my first one of a series that I'm doing where I make a video each week about the drama that has transpired over the week. Just drama that maybe doesn't deserve a whole video dedicated to it, but is still worth mentioning and talking about and giving my opinion about. And in that video, that Colleen drama was featured because it was kind of bigger over everything else that had happened over the week. And yeah, if you want to go see kind of what I said more in depth about that situation, you can go ahead and watch that video and then come back here and watch what I have to say about the rest of what has happened with her. But yeah, just giving an innocent little plug here. But anyways, just for a quick recap of what happened, basically a kid named Adam McIntyre, he's literally 17 years old, but he's been friends with Colleen for a while now, for years now. He's been a fan of hers for a really long time, and then they started talking on social media because of how big of a fan he was. And they started talking a lot apparently, which, by the way, is a little strange for a 30-something-year-old to be talking to a teenager as much as she had. However, it is what it is. His parents seemed to have a good leash on the situation, which I thought was really good of the parents. But he basically talked about how Colleen put him in charge of the Miranda Sings account. And then when things started going south, he started tweeting things that people were finding problematic. She apparently kicked him out of the account and then was bashing him to other Colleen stans, which is, I mean, you're 33 years old. Like, you're twice this kid's age. Get it together. Like, grow up, be an adult. Maybe you shouldn't put this account that has literally been the reason why you're here today. Maybe you shouldn't put that into the hands of a 17-year-old. Maybe that's on you. Maybe you made a bad judgment call. Maybe you need to take the L because you decided to make a dumb decision like that. He's still a kid, okay? So for her to do that to him was absolutely 100% gross. And he also mentioned that, like, when he was like 13, she sent him her lingerie, which was strange, and a lot of people are calling her out about that. And yeah, there was just a lot in that video. If you want to go watch that video, I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below. But yeah, it was a lot, but mainly the point of the video was talking about how he ran the Miranda Sings account, and it all kind of went south. So that all happened, and then, you know, I really didn't know much about it when it came out because I caught wind of what had happened like a week after he had posted the video, just because I'm not really in that community to even care about what Colleen does, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But then I was on Twitter and Smokey Glow had tweeted like what happened with Colleen, something else happened with her. And so then I checked it out, and apparently she had been like really rude to a fan. And just a lot of stuff was starting to come out about her and about fan interactions. And I was like, ooh, okay, gross. Good thing I was never a fan of hers. And then a certain video popped up, okay? Now, this video is apparently a YouTube video. I don't know what YouTube video this is actually from. If you know, please comment down below which YouTube video it's from, if it's still even listed, because she might just unlist it. And if she does unlist it and she doesn't apologize for it, it really shows how disgusting she is, honestly, in my personal opinion. But just for a warning, this is going to be about animal abuse. So if you can't really take that, then please don't just skip over the video, or just don't even continue watching, because I'm going to kind of talk about her and what she did to her dog. But I'm just going to go ahead and show you the clip right now of what she had to say about this experience that she had with her dog.
I used to actually rip things up or get angry. So I grabbed my dog for no reason, just grabbed the dog and pinched its skin and dug my nails into it. The dog yelps, turns around to protect itself, and bites me in the face. And I got stitches. I went to the hospital, and they were like, what happened? And I was like, the dog just bit me. And then they had to put the dog to sleep because the dog was dangerous to be around. So I murdered a dog.
That's really sad.
Now, just for some context, Colleen was apparently 3 years old when she did this. She's talking about, I guess she had anger issues when she was a little kid, and one day she took it out on her dog, and she ended up lying about the dog, biting her out of nowhere. And then they put the dog down, and she said, I killed a dog, right? Okay. Now, I know what you're going to comment before you comment it, and I'm about to address that before you even comment it. I'm like Raven, I can see into the future. You're going to comment, she was 3, get over it. Why cancel her over something that she did when she was 3 years old? No one's doing that. No one is calling to cancel her for what she did when she was 3 years old. That's just no one's saying that. No one has that argument. I have seen no one talk about that. The issue is that when she was an adult, okay, when she was 20-something years past being 3 years old, when she had 20-something years of further knowledge about why you shouldn't maybe make light of animal abuse, she then decided to get on camera on YouTube and make light of the fact that this happened. It is one thing to talk about it. Nobody would be mad at her if she was just like, this happened, I was kind of an unruly kid and I did this and it really sucks. But she was almost bragging about it. She almost took pride in the fact that this dog is now dead because she decided that she was going to do this. Now, mind you, she's 3 years old. So, like, no one is blaming a 3-year-old for being, honestly, a 3-year-old and not really valuing life, not really valuing animals, not really understanding what lying can do. No one is upset about that. But when you get to the big old age of 30 something and now you're talking about it and you're making it seem like this is something to be proud of, now there's a disconnect. There's a fat disconnect between you and like societal standards. Maybe you don't understand societal standards. Maybe you don't understand that like it's wrong. Like you shouldn't have done that. Like you were 3, we get it, but it's still not a cute thing to talk about in the way that she was talking about it. It's not the action itself because of the fact that she was 3. It is the fact that she almost bragged about it. That's the issue that people have. It's not the fact that she did it when she was 3. It's the fact that when she was, however old she was at the time, probably in her late 20s, early 30s, she talked about it like it was like she won a gold medal or something. Like she was so proud of the fact that she was the reason why this dog died. I mean, that's just tone deaf. It seems like she has no empathy or she doesn't feel any guilt about this. I mean, should she feel a lot of guilt for something that she did when she was 3? I don't think so, but at the same time, maybe you shouldn't talk about it like it's something to brag about. So there's that situation, and then something else popped up about Colleen. This video of Colleen making fun of Mexican women, of Latino women, has now come to light. Really, I think, just to be clear, I know that Latino and Mexican are 2 different things, but when she was talking about hopping the border, yes, they were talking about hopping the border in this video, it's clear that they were more targeting Mexican women. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you this video of her making fun of Mexican women also in another YouTube video. So here's that video.
I am Rosa, this is my cousin.
We work at the taco together.
Of course, but I am soon to be a manager. She just got promoted to the director, so she talks to the people.
Your eyebrows look especially good today.
I know today is because I have like the natural hair coming
Did you?
through. You're like looking at your own image and it's like funny
Jason,
to you.
I'm looking at myself because I think I look pretty today.
Man,
My
I am
hair
so
is
good. Look
You
at
stand
how
close
even
to
my
hair.
eyebrows are today.
Your eyebrows look really good. Did you? I ran out of eyeliner today, so I had to use a Sharpie.
Oh, you had to use a Sharpie?
Sometimes you need to use eyeliner, not lip liner, because it
Oh,
works
the lip
better.
liner attracts the men to the lips, and that's all I want to kiss. You know. And then also sometimes if you leave hair in your eyebrow and don't pluck it all, it makes your eyebrows look more natural when you pencil them in.
Yes,
with
it's
a
true.
either
It's a little trick we learned because most girls just shave it all off.
No, that's
and
stupid.
then they just pencil it on, but it's like
No.
if you leave a little bit of hair, then it like looks more natural. Well, anyways, I am aspiring to be a hairdresser, and she wants to be a rapper.
Oh, you know.
She wants to be the first like really famous like female rapper. So like it's like her.
There like
dream.
hasn't been one. There hasn't been no girl
No.
rapper, so I'm like I'm here for
And
them.
also you are hot and like you are new and fresh. How about you like spin a beat for them right now? You can like I'll sing for them because
Okay.
I'm a singer.
You spin my backup for
I'm
me.
gonna be like the first like singing hairdresser that's ever been because there's never been anyone like that before. So I think that like it'll be really good if I was like a hairdresser and like could sing at the same time. So it'll
Like,
be like
she could,
I
like,
get extra
entertain.
treat. Yes.
You know she can sing. You know she gonna bring all the hotness to the. I still working on the lyrics sometimes. I crossed the border. I went to Borders, and then I read a book on how to make my look. That's why I'm so hot, and you are not.
She's hot and you're not. Oh damn.
Now, is the video old? Of course it is. Was she in her 20s at the time? Yes, she was. Again, I'm not sure what YouTube video this is from or if this video is now unlisted or not, but if you know what video this is from, please go ahead and comment down below what video that is actually from, just so that like we can see it for ourselves and like really get a good idea of how deep she went and how far she went with that. Now I know that this is old and I know that people's views change, especially when society gets more politically correct. You know, here's my thing, is that just because they don't tweet like this anymore, just because they don't make videos like this anymore, doesn't mean that they don't still do it. They don't still think it. They don't still see people in that way. That's the difference, okay? So let's not pretend like just because she doesn't make that type of content anymore doesn't mean she still has, that she still doesn't have those sentiments, okay? That she still doesn't view Mexican women, Latino women in general in that way, okay? Now, here's my issue. This video, the dog video, other stuff about other fans has all come out at the same time. Clearly, this has all been leaked and linked to the Adam situation that I referenced in the beginning of this video. I think that her fans are now turning on her. They're like, oh, you want to do this to one of us? Like, if you're going to do this to one of your fans, obviously you don't care about your fans, and now we're going to turn on you. I'm quite positive that's what's happening here. Because Adam knew that Colleen was talking about him and was trashing him to other fans because other fans told him. So clearly they're turning on him. And I think, now this is just my theory, but I think that they're the ones putting all of this content out, exposing her for all of these different things. Why in the world were you standing her in the first place if you knew what she did? Can we talk about that? So now you want to turn on her because she treated her fans poorly, which, granted, that is a great reason to turn on her. That is a great reason to unstan. But then you're like, oh, and I want everyone else to hate her, so let me just post these videos that I already knew about. How in the world did she get away with posting those videos on YouTube, especially the one about the dog, with the dog? How in the world did she get away with that and no one say anything till now? How in the world are we just finding out now about what she did and how she said it and all of that? Why are we just finding out now? Okay? I think that her fans or former fans are the ones leaking this information. But the fact that you knew about it and you let it slide until she did something to make you upset really shows how your morality is. Honestly, you still stand her and you knew about that video, because it's crazy to me how people just pop up with this like old content, because she's posted hundreds of YouTube videos. So how did someone just magically come across this one right now? It's obviously older. How did someone just magically come across this video now and decide to expose her now? Clearly a fan knew about it. And they didn't care to talk about it. They didn't care to expose her. They didn't care about the morality of it all until now, until they wanted everyone else to get their pitchforks out and to hate her. Now, granted, she deserves, in my personal opinion, I think that she at least needs to apologize for what she did in those videos. She needs to apologize to Adam. She needs to apologize for a lot of this stuff. And I feel like, honestly, she kind of does deserve a cancellation after everything that has transpired, after everything that we know about her. But why in the world do you only care about this stuff now? That's my issue with this whole situation. It's like these stans know that their favorite person is problematic, but they don't care until that person does something to stab them in the back, to now make them upset. They don't care about the Latino community until they're mad. Now suddenly they're allies. Like, please, come on. Let's get smarter here. And I honestly think that this is a trend. I honestly think that a lot of the times when someone decides that they don't like someone anymore for something that they did or something that they said, they then expose that person. Why were you standing them if you knew this information? Why? Why were you standing them if you knew that this was cancelable information about this person? That is my issue. I feel like her stans knew and didn't care, until they knew that she didn't care about her fans. And like I said, okay, you find out that she doesn't care about her fans and you decide to unstan her. That's great, okay? Because quite frankly, she needs to care about her fans because they are the only reason why she is where she is, okay? They are like YouTubers and influencers, they need to care about their fans 10 times more than like any other celebrity. Like, because actors can kind of get away with kind of being hated if they're good actors and not really have that big of a fan base. You know, certain singers could maybe get away with that, but like influencers, your whole fan base are people who just like you because they like you. So you have to be nice to your fans. So if they don't like her because of what she did to Adam, fine, great, wonderful. If they don't like her because of what she did to an autistic fan, because apparently she did something crazy to an autistic fan, I'm not really sure, but yeah, apparently she did that. That's great. But to then try to make everybody else hate her with information that you already knew makes me look at you sideways. It makes me look at everybody in the situation sideways. I'm looking at everybody sideways. Now I'm looking at her sideways. I'm looking at you sideways because you knew this information beforehand and you didn't care about it until you wanted everyone else to hate her. And that's how I feel like a lot of people are. I feel like that's how, I just feel like that's how a lot of people are. They unstand and then they go on attack mode and they want everyone else to not only unstand but to hate. And that, I don't like those intentions. I'm going to look at everyone in the situation. I'm not just going to get my pitchfork out and be like, we hate Colleen. Wait, why did you know about this information? You said nothing. You said nothing. You were silent until now. Ridiculous. Absolutely 100% ridiculous. However, Miss Ballinger is not off the hook. Okay? We're starting to see this trend with YouTubers who have been in the game for a long time and who keep blowing up, especially for people who might not have watched them at the beginning, because there are a lot of people who haven't watched them at the beginning. Shane Dawson, Colleen Ballinger, like all of these different comedic YouTubers, we're starting to see a lot about them later on. And, you know, I just think that like shock humor isn't a good excuse anymore. Like, you knew. This is how I feel. If you have to make light of abusing animals and make racist jokes, you're not funny. Find another profession, because that ain't it, chief. That's not it. Because clearly her making fun of Latina women didn't get her the coins that she wanted. It was Miranda Sings. It was comedy that was actually unproblematic. All you had to do was make unproblematic comedy and people liked you. So I don't know what these YouTubers are on. I don't know what they're smoking, but that stuff doesn't make you funny. It doesn't make you funny. It's not going to make you Chris Tucker. It's not going to make you Chris Rock. It's not going to make you Dave Chappelle. Like, you're not that funny. Like, find something else. Find something else to make fun of. Maybe be naturally funny, or maybe find another job, find another career, because that ain't working, okay? This whole situation is a mess. And I just think that like almost every single person involved is shady, okay? Like, I think that a lot of the people involved are shady. But anyways, that is it for me, guys. Please enjoy this obligatory Tom Holland picture as I close out. But yeah, honestly, I used to think that Colleen was just cute, like a cute YouTuber, you know, doing her thing, being positive, making funny content. I mean, funny for some people, but hey, it's nothing to like hate on. Like, I thought that she was like Eliza Koshy or something like that. Clearly, she has a lot of stuff that she needs to sort out in her brain and her mind. That, yeah, and she needs to apologize. I think that she just needs to apologize and try to move on. But if there isn't an apology, it's clear that she doesn't care about apologizing. And also, if you watch Adam's video, he literally reads messages from Colleen where she's like, I don't want to have to apologize again. I hate having to apologize. Well, maybe if you don't do things that you need to apologize for, you won't have to apologize. Did you think about that? I mean, you're 33. Like, think about that, please. Like use your adult brain and like really process that information. But anyways, that is it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below what you think of this entire situation. Do you agree with me about Colleen's stance kind of turning against her and, you know, exposing her for information that they already knew? I just feel like that's very shady and I can't really get with it. And also, please subscribe to my channel. I post content like this a lot. I post a lot of commentary, opinions, sometimes just fun videos, anything like that. Go ahead and check out my other videos on my channel. I have a few series going if you want to go watch those and kind of binge those. And also turn on the post notifications just so that, you know, when the next time that I upload, you can be the first one to watch it, or, you know, just be updated as to when I upload. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.